Today on Bike People, we find out what happens in Vegas at the Interbike trade show.
We're here to find out what's new.
We meet all kinds of people, and Suzette
154.
tries to even the score. All that and more straight ahead on Bike People. Bike People is brought to you in part by the Des Moines Bicycle Collective promotes bicycling as a means of active transportation, wellness, and recreation in central Iowa. The Iowa Natural Heritage Foundation, working to protect and restore Iowa's land, water, and wildlife. Bike Iowa, your source for Iowa bicycle rides, events, and news, connecting cycling with Iowa community since 2001.
My name is Forrest. I got my first bike at age 3, my next bike at age 7. I've ridden in Europe, Australia, and all across our great nation.
My name is Suzette. I'm a mom, TV personality,
I have no excuse.
and bike lover. I've known Forrest for years, from interviews, rides, and bike events.
Things up for rag ride issue.
I'm in the bicycle business and a cycling enthusiast. I've been collecting, fixing, and selling bikes my whole life.
We love bikes and all the people, stories, and adventures around them.
We're on a journey to show you the world through two wheels.
To help you become
Bike People.
Welcome to Bike People. I'm Suzette, and I'm here with Forrest, and this week we're going to Las Vegas to attend Interbike. Forrest, tell everybody at home what we're talking about.
Interbike is the trade show for the entire bicycle industry. There will be over 700 companies showing us the new product for next year. There will be over 20,000 folks like us that are out there attending this particular event. You'll be able to see some pretty neat stuff out there.
So we're going to plan on seeing everything new and awesome associated with 2 or maybe even 3 wheels.
Well, not only that, you'll be able to try some of it out. Little town called Boulder City, just outside of Las Vegas, you'll be able to go out and go to the outdoor demo and try new product out. Now, of course, Suzette gets to do that while Forrest is working, which is very typical, quite frankly, in this relationship.
He means shopping at Interbike.
Well, we're working is buying stuff at Interbike, but it's work.
Well, you never know who you'll meet or what stories will pop up, especially when you combine bicycling, Forrest, and Las Vegas.
Let's get this show on the road.
Here we are at the Des Moines International Airport.
Legionnaire is nice, though, out of Des Moines because we fly direct. I love direct flights.
I'm really excited that several people from the store get to come.
Well, it's really important for us to get input from a lot of different people so we can get the best product for our customers. That's what we strive to do.
One of the best parts is a window seat and a good book.
Yeah, and I'm stuck in the middle reading trade magazines, trying to work. It's typical. I work, you play.
You mean shop, shop, shop. I'm so excited to see everything that Las Vegas has to offer. Look at this hotel, solid gold doors.
Oh, it's a beautiful facility. It really is. You just have to make sure to stay away from the blackjack table. Let somebody else pay that electric bill.
I can't believe how huge this event is and cutting edge technology.
It's huge. I can remember the early trade shows where they were so tiny. You went from hotel room to hotel room. This is a big event. You will love it.
We have just arrived at the Interbike 2012 Outdoor Demo Day. Biff and I are here to
We're gonna go ride some mountain bikes.
ride mountain
We're
bikes.
in Vegas, why not?
Why not? Hey, it's awesome to see you. I have a brand new giant women's specific bike and I love it. I don't know why it's different. You know, what makes a difference in all of that, but you're the expert, so let's talk about that, Jackie.
Yeah, my name is Jackie Baker and I'm the Live Giant marketing manager. And when we were talking about women's specific bikes, we actually create a geometry in our frame that is specifically made to fit women. What tends to happen is women tend to have longer inseams and shorter torsos than guys of our similar size. And when that happens, we end up riding with our seat posts higher, but it's harder for us to reach the bars.
Okay.
So what we do with our frame and our geometry is we actually shorten the top tube so that we can reach the bars easier, but we also lengthen the head tube right here in order to balance ourselves between our seat and our handlebars. And that's why you feel so comfortable on your bike, because you're really well balanced over the bottom bracket, which is right down here.
Finally, how long did it take for this to like happen? To say, hey, women are out on bikes and now we need to have our own specific design.
Well, Giant has actually been making women-specific bikes for quite some time now. One thing that's great about what's going on this year is because we have what you're looking at right here, our Avail Advanced Zero out, which is actually a Di2 road bike, which means it's electronic shifting.
Oh,
so instead of throwing a lever which pulls a cable to shift your derailleur, you hit a button, it's a mouse click, and that's actually what shifts your derailleur. What's great about this bike for women is it keeps our hands more relaxed and we don't have to rely on our strength.
You know, I think that would help because my right hand always falls asleep. Gets, you know, it starts to hurt and then just like falls asleep in here. So I don't know if it's because I'm always resting it in a certain way or if it's how I'm shifting. I don't know.
When you're sitting in a proper position on your road bike, you should be on your brake hoods just like this with your fingers nice and relaxed, with a slight bend in your elbow. Your straight wrist and slight bend in your elbow keeps that circulation flowing. And with the Di2 being right at your fingertips, it's so easy to shift. And that makes all the difference, definitely.
Hey, thanks. I really appreciate your time. Good to see you, and I can't wait to hop on one of these new bikes.
We'll get you going.
There was so much to do at the demo day. Biff and I found the Oakley booth, and they were showing off their new interchangeable lenses, and they even had a timed race. How is Biff going to win these?
Biff is going to win these by wandering right over to this booth.
Let me
and there are 3 styles of glasses with Switch Lock technology.
You have to do all 3 of them?
And you have to do all 3 of them.
So racing jacket, fast jacket, and radar lock.
All right. Tell me when.
Go.
And
it's have I reached 3 minutes?
Done. 154. Let's see.
All right, bad boy.
If you got to combine your,
they practice.
you're tied with the first 2 people if you combine their time.
They practice. Notice he has these. So there.
This is what you could have won.
All right, start. Oh, it was actually 44, but I...
44.
Thanks for letting me try that out. Next year, I'm going to be under 30 seconds.
Excellent. Yeah, we hope to have you back again. Maybe we'll have more switch lock styles by then. Who knows?
That could be.
It was a great teacher. That's why I did so well.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to go second.
You guys are awesome. 45 seconds. That puts you running.
Thank you.
Hey, can we come on in and check it out?
Yeah, what's going on?
Thanks.
Oh, this is there.
This feels awesome. Is that like a giant bullet that just hit that man's face? Oh my god.
Can we break something? Want to donate your glasses and break
Then I wouldn't have any glasses to wear home. I know, I have to invest.
How this all works?
Yeah, totally.
See it.
You don't mind, that's awesome.
Now let's do it. What we have here is a pair of tempered glass, very commonly used. Reading glasses. It's basically pretty indestructible as far as a little tap. But say if you're in a car accident, airbag goes off, or you're riding a bike and a little rock picks up from the car, there could be some issues going on. Fire in the hole. We'll throw some in here. Our patent material, Blue Night. It's very clear, but also will meet the ANSI standard.
And another reason, too, to have the lenses slip in and out, because then you don't have to waste your frame.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
It's going to be awesome.
All set,
Yeah, I can't see it.
I don't see it.
That is crazy.
So that's a high velocity, small object moving real fast. We'll throw in the pair that we just shot a few times in the high velocity and put it to the test of the high mass.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
As you see, it passed the test. Stayed on the mannequin's face. The lens didn't pop out. And most importantly, it didn't touch the soft tissue part of your eye.
And it's totally smooth on the back side, so it's not like it busted through a little bit. I mean, it just has a dent.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go back and ride the bikes now. Hey guys. Yeah, I know.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you swing a leg over the top tube.
Okay.
Good, and then you're gonna step on your pedals and sit on the saddle. I gotcha. And then pedal backward for me. Good, so I want your feet to be centered over the axle of the pedal. So ball the foot by the axle of the pedal. Good.
Right.
Now pedal backward for me. That actually looks pretty good, especially since you're not usually on a mountain bike.
Right.
You're gonna want to keep those elbows nice and flexed, kind of football player like that, because that's gonna give you your flexibility here and help you with shock absorption.
Awesome.
Want to keep your chest just kind of low. Okay, very good, looks nice. Index finger only on the brake lever. Good, right is rear, left is front, just like on your road bike.
Okay.
Okay, right? So hit your right brake, hit your left brake, hit your front brake, hit your rear brake. Very nice. Ha! All right, ready
That
to
was
go.
tricky. That was tricky.
Do wheelies yet?
Next episode.
But you gotta make sure those elbows,
Okay.
there you go. And just like you're in yoga, shoulders on your back, elbows nice and flexed. All right, you are ready to roll.
Thanks.
Are you ready for your first mountain bike experience?
Yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm gonna do it. I see the elevation is
A little higher than
higher
I
than I want. Yeah, just,
That's all right, not much. Subtract the 2 on the front, we're pretty close.
I'm kind of freaked out, but this is all right.
That's
We're
all
gonna
right.
do this.
There's a lot of ambulances around. Do you see them all?
Yeah. After riding bikes and looking around a little bit more, we came back to Las Vegas to cool off. Of course, once it got dark, I had to go out and see the lights.
There are a lot of lights in Las Vegas.
Tomorrow is Interbike, but tonight we're exploring Las Vegas, and there is all kinds of things to find. Forrest, I'm not sure what it is I'm looking for, but I know I'm going to find it, and it's going to be awesome.
Well, I hope that you recognize it when you see it, then.
I tell you what, I do recognize. I recognize several other countries right here on the Strip.
It's like being in Italy, it's like being in France, it's like being all over the United States. It is a world unto itself.
How do you think they power this place? Is this solar powered? I can't imagine the electric bill.
I'm pretty sure during the Interbike week that it's bicycle powered. I think they probably have bicyclists out there.
And we have pirates, we have Paris. There's so much to see and do in Las Vegas.
And I am working and you are exploring. So typical.
Shopping, shopping, shopping. And now it's time for me to transform into sleepy time. That is it for tonight in Las Vegas. Tomorrow's going to be an early morning at Interbike.
We're here. This is it. We've made it all the way here. Suzette has not lost all of her money gambling yet, which is a good thing. We're here to find out what's new and cool for 2013 in the bicycle industry. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to see a lot of neat stuff today. You'll see
lot of cool people,
a lot of
too.
cool people. There's a lot of interesting people in this business, which is going to make it fun for you. I think you're going to have a great
I'm going to
time.
have a great time. I'm excited to talk to a lot of people, and I really want to find a bottle of water and a backpack to carry all the cool stuff.
No problem. We'll make sure that happens. Day 1, hour 1, 5 minutes into the show, Suzette is gone missing. We're gonna have to find her, that's all I can say. The prodigal returns. Yeah, I want to see him over here, our statue. It's a living statue. I think you should get a picture taken.
What's the living step?
Right here, the white, that's a person. Underneath all that white stuff's a person.
I think you should get your picture taken next time.
Thank you for never making me wear all white makeup.
You get to go see our friends at Ceres. They're a Midwest manufacturer. They make trainers, which are devices that you can ride for exercise that will actually show you the road in front of you. You can program a ride into it. They also make some really nice car racks. Nice company here in the Midwest. We're proud to have them here.
That's where we ran into the Wisconsin Tourism Group.
Madison is recognized as one of the premier biking cities in the country. There's trails everywhere in Madison, and then it also loops, the city trails link up to our state trails. So you have the Glacial Drumlin Trail that goes east out of Madison all the way to Milwaukee. Whoa. And then you have the Military Ridge Trail that goes west out of Madison over into the Driftless area.
What kind of bike would I use?
You know, this would be a bike for somebody that wanted like a durable commuter bike.
Okay.
You can put racks and fenders on it. This particular bike also has a hub system that has a generator hub for the headlight up here also.
Yeah.
So it could be a bike for somebody that wants to get off and do gravel road rides, some off-road riding, but it'd be a great commuter bike.
How would you transport something like this? It wouldn't fit on my car, obviously.
We actually have racks that will allow you to haul it on your car for tandems, yes.
Really?
You bet. Yep. Either a minivan, obviously an SUV, a pickup, but there are racks.
Right.
We sell lots of tandem racks.
I love it. We're gonna have to have one now.
You got it.
Sometimes you guys make me do the most ridiculous things. Well, I have to admit, he was handsome, so it didn't take a lot of convincing.
Well, you could have one of these in your backyard. You could become an experienced mountain biker if you just had a track like that in your backyard.
You know who would love this? My boys would dig it.
Your boys would enjoy that, and they would stay out of mischief. You know, this would be a great opportunity for them.
It's amazing what kids can do. This little guy looks like he just started walking, and now he's riding this bike.
I'm guessing that he's been on that bike for a lot of hours for such a young man.
The only thing I would change about this particular course is that you can't race anyone, and I'm looking to beat you at some point.
Well, if we look hard enough, maybe we'll be able to, get a little challenge going.
All right. Bowling?
We already know who dominates in bowling, so we'll do something different.
You never know.
Well, here we get to see the Pashley bikes from England, and they're a unique lifestyle bike that would be really fun to ride along the trails, down to the coffee shop, go to the farmer's market, do a little shopping.
I believe they're all handcrafted too, and I tell you, if I owned one of these, I would feel so smart. They're just such a fancy, academic-looking bike.
They really are. They're really a bit of a work of art, quite frankly. You could buy this bike, hang it on your wall, and get your money's worth out of it without even riding it. It's such a beautiful product.
And really, it's just one more bike.
That's all you need. It's just one more bike. Now, I know this looks like fun and games, but for me, it's really work. Suzette gets to play. Let's just see what kind of trouble she gets into when she's on her own.
So what are you doing out? I mean, what's your plan being out here at the bike show? What's your story?
Well, just soaking up all the possibilities of what kinds of things that I can offer people at my shop. And, of course, I'm extremely smitten by the electric bug.
Yeah.
So just kind of looking at some different possibilities of what I could do.
How did that all start?
Just doing the research, and I mean, I started out just building kind of cruiser cool bikes.
Yeah.
old Schwinn's and, you know, kind of doing some different things. Like immediately I was starting to mount cantilever brake mounts to the frames and just kind of things like that so that I could have really nice old Schwinn's but with updated bike braking systems. You know, so I didn't have to have a coaster brake. I could have an old Schwinn frame that had a freewheel or, you know, whatever like that. Because I like to pedal backwards. You know, I don't just like to have a coaster brake.
Right. Hey, have a great experience the rest of the week. It was good to see you, and we'll stay in touch. Yeah.
As soon as it gets back, we gotta get her some coffee.
She's ready for coffee?
Yeah, she needs some.
Suzette needs coffee. It
In
can't
the
be
morning.
mixed.
In the morning. Until, no, it's morning.
Her excitement level is, her grumpy level is high, her excitement level is... Don't say another word. No, don't say another word. I think they're talking about levels. The excitement level was a little low in that coffee, and the grumpy level was a little high in that coffee. So you gotta be careful. So I've been warned. Then you get coffee and works. All right.
Let's get some coffee now.
While you were in your closed breakfast meeting, I found out the media also had a free closed breakfast meeting area. So I got to do that, finished before you, and went out to see a few things by myself.
Quite typical. I work, Suzette plays. Seriously? Oh, that's a good deal. Why didn't they tell you earlier? So anyway, yeah, I've carbo loaded. I'm ready for the big race. I had a huge pastry, a bear claw with the almonds on top, grande coffee.
All right.
So you just need to set up the race. And
well, I just want to warn you that the guy who's going to be setting it up thinks I'm cute. So you never know what something might go wrong with your bike.
I can fix my bike.
Here we are at Heels on Wheels, a fashion and biking event. Now this is something that I have hosted for Bike Month in Des Moines. But of course, we're in Las Vegas here.
Well, there's some beautiful bikes here. This particular bike is gorgeous. It looks like a Pashley, just looking at the flag on the side. Here comes a gal with a dress, so you can actually cycle with the dress on.
I don't know about you, but I love riding a bike in a dress.
I pretty much got over that a long time ago. I'm good at shorts.
There's a bike and an accessory for everyone, so no excuses.
It is fun to see all the different types of clothing that's available. People think you have to look like a racer, and you really don't. There are a lot of good quality, normal looking pants, shorts, tops that really do a good job as far as making you comfortable on a long bicycle ride.
And companies have certainly made biking and their accessories so that you can conveniently bike to work.
I think so many people are using the bicycle as a lifestyle. They just jump on the bike to go buy that gallon of milk and that loaf of bread. They take it on a quick jaunt to the park. It's a much better lifestyle product than it used to be. It's not a racer's product, it's for everybody. Oh, he's so cute.
I remember this little guy. He rode and rode and rode that bike. No pedals, but he made it go.
It's really fun. Our little grandson has one, and it's good to teach them balance with this. They get used to the balance of the bike, the way the bike feels. Another year, put them on a bike with the pedals, and they just take off and go.
He did. He loved that, didn't he?
I know you've all been waiting for it. The time's arrived.
Well, it's the big wheel race. Who's it going to be? Who's going to win?
Let's just do it.
Hey, what's up?
You're right, Stuart.
Woo! The anticipation, the determination. I am going to win this. Perhaps you're wondering where I escaped to when I got lost.
Well, I know that when it came to bowling, I pretty well whomped you, so hopefully you'll do better on this event.
Well, I'm planning on taking the inside of the track.
Boy, I'm looking at it right now. I don't think my 5-hour energy kicked in quite quick enough because I am not making up the ground I need to make.
There was nothing that could help you. Look at lap 2, and I'm nearly a high roller length ahead of you.
Lap 2, and you're creaming me. This is not boding well for me.
You know the audience is at the edge of their seat. Who's gonna win? We all know.
Oh, congratulations. You took first place.
What I'm more proud of is how I skidded out there at the end.
Well, that's what's fun about these. This reminds me of when I was about 4 years old and I had a big wheel. One of the most fun things I've ever done. I think my poor wheel got skidded out on the bottom and it became kind of a moon-shaped wheel after a while, but it was a great time.
That was probably the most fun of the entire trip.
It was a good time.
As we watch the bikes get their chance to cruise the strip, I just want to say I had an amazing time at Interbike. The high rollers, the bikes, the people, and the stories, all amazing.
The entire crew got to try out the big wheel bike and they had fun. We saw lots of product to make so many people happy for this next season.
Incredible time. Now next week we'll learn about memorial trails and the people who've made them happen.
For more biking information, check us out on Facebook and on our webpage.
So get on out there
and become bike people.
Heels on wheels at Interbike. I don't know about you, but I like to wear a dress when I bike.
Yeah, I kind of worked my way out of that habit. Don't use that one, by the way.
I like that one.
We can Photoshop it, look at the dress behind
That would be funny, though. That one I would find out who really watches the show.
Bike People is brought to you in part by the Des Moines Bicycle Collective promotes bicycling as a means of active transportation, wellness, and recreation in central Iowa. The Iowa Natural Heritage Foundation, working to protect and restore Iowa's land, water, and wildlife. Bike Iowa, your source for Iowa bicycle rides, events, and news, connecting cycling with Iowa community since 2001.
Thanks for watching Bike People. For more about us, like our Facebook page and
check out our website at www.bikepeople.tv
and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bike People TV, all one word for behind the scenes looks.